Hey guys, what's up? Gonna try something different today here for you. I'm doing the first in the history of this channel, my first tutorial video. Probably one of the questions I get asked most doing the magic is by people, and I'm sure those of you who do magic too have heard the same thing. They're like, lay people, I mean, come up to, hey, can you teach me how to do a trick? And you know what they mean when they say teach you a trick. They mean, I want to learn a trick that can impress people, but I don't want to actually have to put the work into being good at magic, is what that usually means. This trick is that, though. It doesn't, even if you're a beginner or someone that starting out in magic, you'll be able to do this. It's a variation of a trick called Gemini Aces by Leonard Green. I've got a few extra things I've added to this, but yeah, those of you who are familiar with Gemini Aces will kind of know this trick, and those who aren't, well, you know, this will be a good introduction. Now, my version involves a prediction component to this. So I'm going to go through the deck, and I'm going to take out a card that is going to be my prediction here. Let's see here. That'll work. Alright, so we'll just take that and set that aside for now. And you'll note I have two jokers here. These are going to be used as, like, to mark your selections here in a second. Normally I have someone, at this point, I say to someone, hey asshole, give me a number between 1 and 20. I don't have anyone here, so, since this is a tutorial, I guess I could just make up a number for description purposes, but we're going to roll the dice, and whatever that comes up to, that's what we'll go with. Alright, here. First roll of dice here was 6, so we'll deal down 6 cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll take our first joker here and mark that right there. And plop. Your card is safely marked there in the deck. Now then I say to the second person, or the same person if you have more than, only have one person, but then I say to someone else, hey you little prick, give me a number between 1 and 20, and they'll say, let's see what they will say. Ha ha ha. Okay, they wound up with the 9. The reason I'm laughing now is because the first number was 6 and this was 9, so, I mean, I had nothing to do with that. That's really how it rolled, people, but, yeah. This time we're going to deal down 9 cards then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Take our joker, put it on top, drop it down, and we're set. So, we'll go ahead and spread the cards. And through here, we should have our 2 jokers here somewhere. Let's see, somewhere in here, where'd you go? Oh, there's one of them with one of the selections here. We'll get that out. Oops, sorry, one card too many. Okay, and then we'll go through here, and up, here's our second selection here. Let's take these, put them aside, and alright, let's see what we got here. So we have my prediction, Spectators 1's card, we'll call them 6. Spectators 2's card, we'll call them 9, and my prediction. So let's see how we did. We'll take the first card, it's an Ace of Hearts. Let's take our second card, it's an Ace of Diamonds. Third card here, we have the Ace of Spades. Sounds pretty cool, we got them all to match. But they're still an ace. I've got that covered too. You know how the first person said 6 and the other person picked 9? We're going to add those numbers together. So 6 and 9, that gives us 15. And we're going to deal down, to be fair, we're going to deal down face up to the 15th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is 14, so the next one is 15, and boom goes the dynamite. There you go. Winning. Alright, here's how it's done. Let me get a drink of water here. I said this was an easy trick, like easy like your mom, easy. And I meant it. I'll show you how it's done. You're going to need 4 aces and 2 jokers, or 2 of any cards, but everyone uses the jokers for this trick, so that's what I went with. And you're going to need a little bit of preparation, but not a whole lot. You just need to take 1 card. I usually put it near the bottom. The reason why is because this is going to be your prediction card. So when I go through here, I don't want to put it near the top here, because if I do and I say, oh, let me spread and go through here, and, you know, it takes a minute, holds things up. So I try to get it not at the bottom, but close to the bottom, right around there. That should be good. And then you'll take 2 other aces. It doesn't matter which 2. The colors on these don't, like, you don't have to alternate them or have the reds with the reds, or it doesn't, blacks with blacks. It doesn't matter. And we'll take our 2 aces on bottom here and put them on the bottom, and 1 we'll put on the top. So before I start, go forward, we'll show you what we have here. We have 2 aces on the bottom, a bunch of indifferent cards before we get to our next ace, and we have 1 ace on the top. So 2 on bottom, 1 near the bottom, and 1 on top. Now what we do is we say to him, okay, I'm going to go ahead and make a prediction. So we go through here, and we don't let them see this, obviously. Hold the deck up to yourself. But we go through here, and we say, I'm going to make a prediction here. And we find our ace, and we say, oh, okay, cool. We set that down. Usually I like to put a box or something on it just to make sure no one can get to it. Plus, when you do magic at bars like I do a lot of the time, you have all these fucking assholes that like you're trying to do the trick and they're already grabbing your shit and trying to get ahead of you on the trick. So the box, for some reason, people don't do it if you put the box on top. If you leave the card out like this, they'll do it. But if you put it on there, it kind of sends a message, do not touch. So that's that. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to ask them for a number between 1 and 20. They have a free choice. We'll just say 5 for purposes of this. So we take, we change the order, basically. We take our ace on top. We deal that down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we take our first joker, put it on top. And then when we drop the deck on, we've got our ace right in front of the joker. Technically, you're lying to them when you do this. Technically, this should be the card they stopped at, but for purposes of the trick, you always do it this way. So you put that on top, and now you have your first ace on top of the joker. And what also happens here, so you know the situation, is not only do you have your ace on top of the first joker, but now that you took the top card, you've put it on bottom, so you're ready for the next step of this. So then you say to the next person, give me another number between 1 and 20, you little faggot. And usually they'll say, well, we'll just say 5. 5 and 5. You can use the same number if you want. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we put our second joker on top. And then, of course, here we go. And then we just drop this right on there. And pretty much all the hard work is done. Then you spread them, or you go through them. If you don't have a table, I'll just go through them right now, because I don't have a lot of room on this table to spread them real far. So you just go through them and say, okay, we'll go through and try to find the cards you stopped at here. And we go through, somewhere in here. I think I may have passed them up here. Up there's one of them. And then you say, okay, we'll keep going. And there's our second one. Okay, I didn't pass them up. They were just kind of buried far down. Now this is important. When you're done with this step, it is important that when you bring the deck back, you keep it in the same order. That applies as if you spread it like I did in the original video. When I did it in the original video, I spread it and I closed them back up. But the main rule is, one of your pitfalls is you got to keep the deck in the same order. That's one of the areas where this trick will go wrong. So now we're pretty much all set up. And then you say, okay, well, we have my prediction, and you go and you do that, and then you say, we have your card, and of course, that's an ace, and then we say, here's your other card, that's the ace, and then that leaves the last one, which this part, I don't know exactly how the math on it works, because I'm too stupid for any of that shit, but then you say, okay, well, we'll add up your 2 numbers to find the Last one. In this case, they were 5 and 5, so it would be 10. And then you say, okay, well then we'll deal down to the 10th card here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that's 9, and bang, there's your 10th card. And that's how Gemini Aces, my version, I call it Gemini Asses, works. So yeah, there you go. There's a little trick. If this video does well and I get some views on it, then I'll consider switching to more tutorial videos. I mean, I'm 40 plus videos in, and this is my first tutorial, so I've been thinking about it for a while. Maybe I might get a few hits. But if not, it is what it is. But yeah, anyway, if you need to, just rewind the video, watch it if you didn't catch anything. But I think I explained everything pretty good, and I'm going to go off and do what I do best. I'm going to go get laid. So later, bitches, suck it.